Now, I'm asking you for a personal opinion. Is there a better name for an airport anywhere in the world? Better than Sky Harbor? I think not. And I think you probably agree, don't you?
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly.
Public Information Manager for Sky Harbor Airport, Greg Roybal. Let's talk about the future, even if it isn't immediate, because Sky Harbor not only grows from the standpoint of travelers coming through, but also the facility. You've got a brand new terminal coming up.
Yeah, that's off in the distance, as you mentioned, but it is on its way. It's part of our master plan. It's been part of our master plan for several years, but by 2030, you should probably expect to see the building of it. But right now, the planning and all the environmental stuff that goes on before a big building is constructed is being done right now.
Will it be similar to 3 and 4?
I hope so, because those are pretty successful terminals. The design is still way off in the distance, but I can't imagine redesigning a terminal to be different than what we have now.
It seems that no terminal, no matter what its name may be, no terminal has been prepared for this travel season. Has anybody been able to figure out why the immense growth in air travel and travel in general?
Well, there's a couple of things at play. We have a very strong local market. It's not only people wanting to come to Phoenix or come to Arizona to, partake of our beautiful spring climate, or to take off to other parts of the state to vacation. It's people who live here who also want to take off, especially in the summertime, to do their holidays. So we have a strong local market that supports the growth that we have. I don't know if I had the answer to that question, I would probably be running a few airlines. I don't have that answer. But
well, as the public information manager, you could make something up, though, couldn't you?
I could, but that would be wrong.
All I can tell you is that you're the one that's here to help the folks that are watching make their trip more successful, better, in whatever terminal they may be in. So tips for travelers in general, how to make it a better experience.
Oh, it starts before you even leave your house to come to the airport. We always suggest travelers confirm their flight status with their airline when they're still at home or in their hotel room before they come to the airport, just to make sure that there isn't some delay in their flight or a cancellation. And the airlines will do a good job of letting their passengers know, but it doesn't hurt to stay on top of it. And then when you do come out about 2 hours ahead of time. 3 hours.
Repeat that again, please. How far ahead of time?
2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours will do it. That gives you plenty of time to get to the ticket counter, to check your bags if you're checking bags, to get your boarding pass, to get up to the security checkpoint and go through security. We have some very fast security checkpoints, but you also don't want to be stuck behind that one long line the one time that you decided to cut it close. And then, finding your gate, because airports can be pretty big, and if you're not used to it, they can be a little disorienting. So it's a good idea to get there early enough to find your gate, and then you get to your gate, and then you can relax. And what better way to start a flight than by just relaxing at your gate, maybe getting a bite at a nearby restaurant or picking up that souvenir at the last minute that you forgot to get.
And we have plenty of restaurants, including some new ones.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of fun restaurants. If you're flying out of Terminal 4, we have the new ones that just opened up in the new concourse. Bobby Flay's Burgers by Bobby Flay, and Chick-fil-A, and E.G.'s, a local hotspot, as well as the regular places that people here have loved for a long time. Zinc Bistro, La Madeleine. There's just some place in every concourse, and in Terminal 3 is also a pretty well-appointed terminal with Aho Owls and with Scramble and Shake Shack, and a lot of places that people are familiar with, and some local places that you might not be familiar with if you haven't been around Phoenix for long.
Well, before we run out of restaurants and time, very quickly, if you will, the best place, the best way, the best method of getting to Sky Harbor most efficiently? Is it in a private car and finding a parking space, or another way, like the tram?
Well, that is a personal choice, but you just mentioned the Phoenix SkyTrain. I think is the most efficient way, because you can get dropped off at either 24th Street or 44th Street, get on the Phoenix SkyTrain, which is free, and within minutes be at your terminal. 5 minutes, 7 minutes, depending on which terminal you're going to and what SkyTrain station you're driving from. If you choose to park, we have parking available, and we always recommend people reserve their parking, especially during busy travel times.
As you know, no matter where you're going or where you've been, everything always goes smoothly with no problems at any airport. But if you have one at Sky Harbor, his name is Greg Roybal, Public Information Manager for Sky Harbor Airport. Fly safely, won't you?